few years ago, and how many people bought something from IKEA before? Anybody put something together? I know y'all. So you already know how IKEA rock out. All those pieces. Many pieces. Right? And I remember putting my son's bed together, man. And it wasn't fun. It was a whole bunch of pieces. And I was doing it by myself. And I finally got to the end of putting this bed together, man. And this sucker still had a little wobble in it. And I'm like, listen, he gonna figure this out. Because I am not starting all over. But I couldn't figure out why this sucker was still wobbling. Until I moved some papers out the way.
Oh, no.
And there's a few more screws that I forgot. Let me tell you what I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to go back and undo it and put those screws back. I just made adjustments to position it to make it a little bit more secure. Until it wasn't secure. But those extra screws, what I did, I just went and put in the toolbox like everybody else. Just put them in the toolbox. Like, you know those screws and like, yeah, I'll use it for a rainy day. I'll use it later. Right? We know about it. Got a ton of screws, man. And we forget about them. We forget about them. Sometimes we never use them again. They just there. And then we build something else, and then we go buy some new screws, but those same screws is still there. They still in the same spot. We just don't know what to do with them. We know they have a purpose, but you're just like, it is what it is. And that's how it was for me. But my father, I was those screws that he put in a box when I couldn't call him dad. But the other kids, they can call him dad. I just want to call him dad. Can't call him dad. Had to call him by his name, Nate. I was those screws. And some of us in here feel like we are those screws. If we just be honest, be in a room like this full and still feel like a screw that's out of place. Know that there's more, but just don't know how to get more. Feel like time is slipping. Frustrated, been in the house all year long. And you're like, man, can I just get out? You get frustrated. And they talk about domestic violence is at an all-time high. If we just be honest, men. And it's not just in the world. If we be honest, it's in the house. It's in the house. But we refuse to watch the film of why we doing what we doing. We don't want to address it because I am man. Because I am man. And I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand, but I work with enough men, black, white, Hispanic. At the end of the day, we all the same. And when I get them jokers intimate and by ourselves, they cry for the same reasons. It's hard for them to talk for the same reasons. So as we all brothers in here, we sitting here chilling. Somebody sitting next to you in this room is struggling right now. And he don't even know how to get help. Why? Because we can be some of the most judgmental people. We don't make it safe for him to say, man, I'm struggling. Like, for real, I'm struggling. I don't know how I'm going to keep my marriage. Matter of fact, I don't want my marriage. So I'm going to come to this conference today and hope that somebody tap me on the shoulder. I just hope somebody tap into the prophetic and see in the prophetic realm and see my hurt and see my cry. But I just don't know how to cry. But I need you to use your prophetic senses to see me. But we get so caught up in our own that we miss these moments. That when he just stopped by you just to say hello, he's hoping that you see it. That he hoped that you tap him. Let me tell you something. I don't care how your face look at me right now. I know he's in this room. And you don't have to come up here. I'm not asking you to come up here. But what I am commissioning everyone that's in this room is to tap in.